everyone. How is everyone this morning? It is Wednesday, May 14th. And I'm just trying to bring it up on my iPad here. Doesn't look like it's working. Oh, there it is. It just popped up there. Just make sure the audio is working because I forgot to put my mic on before I started. But I think it should be good there. Okay. So all this week I've been working with the cap and gown set. I'm a little chilly. And I decided today, instead of doing a scrapbook layout, to do a card instead. So I guess first thing I want to mention is about our starter kit special. We have a special on until the end of May, and you get $220 worth of products for $135. So it's an extra $85 right now. So it's a great time to get that starter kit. Even if you don't want to necessarily sell, you just want to get some product at a discount. It's a great time to do that. So there's no shipping on that, and I'm pretty sure in Ontario there is no tax as well. So those $220 worth of product, you can order anything that you like. It's kind of unique in that Stampin' Up! Lets you order any product that you want. You get to build your own starter kit. You don't have to get just the product that they offer. You will also get a paper pumpkin kit, which they do choose, but I have liked all of them that I've gotten. And then you will get a 20 to 25% discount. If you just want to just be your own customer and yours are the only purchases that you make, that's fine too. You don't necessarily have to sell and do classes and do videos and things like that. So it's a really great deal, and that is on until the end of May. So if that's something that interests you, please let me know and I can help you with that. My name is Debbie Scott, and I'm Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brigden, Ontario. And I'm going to get started here now. So as I said, we're going to do a shaker card. I'm going to show you the card that we're doing. I forgot to grab a card base. So I have the little cap on there. Congratulations, graduate. So I've used a square in the center here. You could really use any shape in there that you like. I'm just going to grab a card base because I forgot. I've got one sitting right here. I like to use our thick white cardstock for my card bases. Just makes your card a little sturdier. They almost got rid of this, and then we kicked up such a fuss, they decided to keep it, and I'm so glad. So my card base is 11 by 5.5. Or pardon me, 8.5 by 5.5. Sorry, it's 8.5 by 11, just cut in half at 5.5, and then scored at 4.25. So I thought for the card I made today, I thought I would do more of a red theme. The graduate that I am making a card for, her school color is red, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm gonna do red. So for my background piece, I have pulled in some retired paper, Lights Aglow. So this was sold as a Christmas paper. So I hadn't decided whether to do my background in red or to do it in black with some red accents. So to make this piece here, I am using, whoops, the stitched rectangles. These are retired, but any rectangle set would work. So I'm using the 4th largest there. I used this one. There we go. Right? Yeah, I've used that one. And then I'm using the Stylish Shapes, the square. And that's the middle one, middle size. There, so I've just run that through on some white. To get that like that. So I don't know, I have this congratulations in red, and then I'm gonna do some red accents on my cap. I honestly really can't decide what to do. I'm gonna try it in red, and then I may go back after and make a second one, and I'll do it with black, and then I'll post and see which we like better. So I'm gonna cut my piece here, 4 by 5 1/4. I just cut that wrong. Goodness, I sure hope I have another piece of that. I do. I don't know what I was thinking there. 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. Goodness. So do you guys have graduates that you need a card for this year? Seems like there's always a few around. You always know 1 or 2. I'm just going to layer that on flat. So next I'm going to make my shaker element. So we will need some window sheets, which we do sell in 12 by 12. I don't know if that's big enough, no. Hard to see. So I just want to cut that. I'm sure it's hard for you to see on the screen too, at 2 1/4. I tried to put my camera in a little closer to help. Hopefully that kind of helps. Okay, so we want to flip this over. We want to attach window sheet to the back. It's always a part that you sometimes forget to do this part, and it's a very important part. So I'm just going to tape my window sheet down. It's still a little bit too thick. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in our foam adhesive strips. These are really handy for making shaker cards because these are all cut for you already. So we're just going to go down along the side here, and I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. And same on this side. And then we're going to put one here so that our shaker bits don't go right to the bottom there. They'll all be hidden if they go back in there. And then we need a piece up here to contain them from falling out the top. Yeah. Now, if you wanted to stamp on it like I did on this one, you would want to do that before you put your dimensionals on there. I forgot to mention that. But I'm not going to stamp on this one. I'm going to do something a little different this time. Yeah, so I have, oh, and I forgot to check to see if we still have these loose silver sequins, but there's always something in the catalog that will work for shaker elements. Excuse me. So that's going to be about there. So I'm just going to make a little pile. If I can get the lid off. There we go. Right in the center of my card there. Just a few more. There we go. I'm going to put my lid back on so that that doesn't go flying everywhere. I'm just going to peel this backing off. Just want to see that I'm getting it centered nicely. There we go. Oh, they're kind of stuck there. There. That looks cute. I like that already. Fancy. Okay, I'm going to do my cap. So this one is a red rubber stamp, so it's a nice, you get a nice stamping image from those red rubber stamps. I'm just going to use black. And then I'm going to color this image pretty much the same as I did on Monday. I'm just using my squeegee here to clean that off. And I've already stamped a little scroll. So I'm not going to stamp another one. So I'm using my light black blend marker. So these are alcohol-based markers. So you'll be able to see nicely that you can really layer the color with these. We're just going to use one color of blend, but you'll see that you'll be able to create some depth in your image just by applying multiple layers of color. There is a dark black as well. Our blends come in 2 packs, so you get a light and a dark of each color. The only thing with the dark black is I just find that it's very, very dark, and you would lose your outline image, your outline stamp. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of white space there to create a little highlight. So my first layer of color, I'm going over the entire image other than where I want that highlight. Now we want to just let that dry for just a few seconds. Forgot to grab my yellow. And I've just got a Daffodil Delight marker here. And I'm going to add some red to my tassel. This one is light. Let's try the small end here first. And the blends are really nice in that you can't see like your color line, kind of like you could if you were using just a regular water-based marker. I think blends are probably my favorite way to color. I do enjoy using my pencil crayons as well. It's kind of a spot for all different coloring mediums. Time and a place for everything, right? Whoops, I went on to my red there. Whoopsie. So for my second layer of color, I'm just going to kind of flick that in towards the center, but I'm not going to go all the way across. So we want there to be a bit of shadow here. And then the same on this little bottom portion. Oops, I'm getting out of the lines. Add a little second to really dry and soak in to the paper. I'm going to try going over that red again since I accidentally got some black on there. I used the darker one this time, so hopefully it won't show as much. And then I'm going to go over this one more time with my black. There, so you can kind of see that it leaves a little highlight right in the center there. So it's created some depth of color just using the one shade of black. So I'm gonna quickly fussy cut that if I can find my scissors. There they are. This image is pretty easy to cut, so it won't take too long. Do you like to fussy cut? I actually don't mind it. Not sure about doing it on tape here, but Normally, I don't mind to fussy cut. I know some people absolutely hate it. So all of our top earners for Stampin' Up are on their incentive trip right now. So I've been seeing lots of pictures. They got to go to Disney this year. So I've been seeing lots of pictures from everyone. So that's exciting. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna go on there. And I'm gonna pop that up. Just got some little edge pieces here at the end. And I'm gonna grab a mini. My upline is at Disney right now. She's went on a few of the trips, so that's nice. She's a very hard worker. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put congratulations down here. And then what I've done differently for this card is I've cut out using our mini alphabet dies. There's just a little bit of paper stuck on there. And I've cut out her name, Riley. I'm gonna cut this. Actually, I'm gonna use my trimmer so that I get it nice and straight. So as long as the name isn't too long, you can fit it across there. And the way Riley spells her name, she's got 6 letters and it fits just perfectly. I'm just gonna trim a tiny bit off of this to make it a bit thinner. Hoping that would work. It's hard sometimes when it's such tiny little pieces. There we go. Okay. So I didn't use the adhesive my adhesive sheet, so I'm gonna have to use white glue. So that's gonna go there. So yeah, as long, I would say like 6 letters or less, and you can nicely fit it on there. Otherwise, the stamp does say congratulations graduate, so you could just stamp the whole thing and put on there. So I've got my silicone mat here. And I don't think I really need to start in the middle because, I don't know, it's just nicely spaced in between there and then fits pretty perfectly. Well, maybe I better just in case. I want it to be centered. So I'm gonna try not to use too much glue here, because I don't want it to seep out around the edge of my letters. Oh, I've got glue on my finger. Okay. I think it will look nice with the black behind it too. If I switch out the red background for the black, I think both would look nice. My hands are a little shaky today. Oh, got a little bit too much glue on that one. There we go. And then I think I'll put that down flat. And I've got my little scroll here. I'm gonna try coloring this red. And I'm gonna use my marker instead of my blend, just because I think the tip is a little bit smaller to get down into those, like the little ends of the ribbon. It's pretty dark. This one I did with my blends. And actually it doesn't look too bad. But that was a little bit easier with the marker. That's going to kind of cover up her name. Could do it here. You could just put it on the corner there. I think that'll look fine. Maybe tuck it underneath. That looks nice. One thing to keep in mind, I was thinking if I put a dimensional on there to hold it, these strips are quite a bit thicker than our regular dimensionals. Like, I don't know if that's twice as thick, but it is a lot thicker. So if I wanted to use dimensional on there, I would have to use a little piece of this. I'm just going to grab a glue dot for the end here. I don't know if it needs one or not. Maybe it does. I'll just trim a little piece here. Oh yeah, that one's flying. Oh yeah, that was good. That feels better there now. So I don't know for embellishments on there. Let's see here what I've got. Oh, actually these black sparkle ones would look nice to bring in a little bit more black because there's no other black on the card. And these are the adhesive back sparkle gems, and I'm not sure if these are available right now or not. I need to go through these and figure out which ones retired and which ones didn't. Usually most of the embellishments retire and they bring out new ones. I haven't got very many of the new ones yet. I did get these ones. Oh, that actually would look, that would have worked as well. These are the new Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. I haven't even opened those yet. They're super pretty. And then it looks like there's some white, kind of clear ones up there at the top too. But that's the only new embellishments I've gotten. I like to use up what I have. There. And I'm gonna do an even number on here today. Unlike me. What time is it? 12:30. I'm going to do the inside of my card too. I did the inside on this one. And I just used a bit of paper. So I've got some here. Little piece of, from the die cut. It's just a little piece of the paper there. I was just wondering if I would grab an inside piece. I don't think I will. Sometimes I'll put an extra layer on here just to make it a little more sturdy, but I think it feels okay. So I'm going to put that up there. And then I'm going to stamp All of the Hard Work Was Worth It. I'm gonna stamp that in black. I might grab a bigger block. So you wanna just make sure that you've got lots of ink there. And then we're going to press and hold it down for 3, 4, 5 seconds just to make sure all that ink is transferring onto your paper. So that looks good. And then I'm gonna grab my small little cap there. And that's gonna go here. Oh, cute. That looks good. And then this one I've made a matching envelope as well with that paper. So I've got lots of extra here because I cut it wrong. So I will do that too. All right, there we go. That's pretty cute. I like that. So I don't know, I kind of like it in red now. I was thinking about the black, but then I don't think the hat would pop as well. I might try it and see. All right, so I will be back on Monday, and next week I think I've decided for sure I'm going to use the Cheers and Sips, which is a new set that just came out May 1st. No, May, the beginning of the month sometime. But anyway, have a nice week. Thanks for watching. Bye.